Hey everyone, I'm here with a vinyl haul and sort of review video. Talk about some of the pieces I've picked up over the past few months. This is actually from June to now, so quite a lot of stuff. I'm going to be breaking it up into a bunch of different videos, so it's not going to be everything right now. I don't want to make them crazy long. It would be like 2 hours of me standing here. And I'm not an expert or anything. I'm certainly not an audiophile. I just like what I like and I collect what I like. So I'm not an expert, so don't be mean, but feel free to comment below with like favorites of yours or comments on the records I talk about. I love the conversations that these videos end up creating. There's always so many comments and from people that don't normally watch my other videos, which I find really interesting, and I love to hear from you guys. I'm going to start off with a record I picked up at the Aberfoyle Antique Market. I had gone there in the fall time last year and got so many cool records. It kind of what started off my collection for me and what made me want to get a record player. I was just really obsessed with what I'd found. So I was excited to go again at the beginning of the season this year, and the seller that I had got to last time was no longer there. So unfortunately I didn't find the things I was hoping to find, but I did get 2 records, one of which I'm going to show you right now, which is the Eagles Hotel California. It's in pretty good shape. It does have the former owner's name right there, Dan Gello, I think it is. Dan, I have your record. But otherwise it's in very good shape, and that just opens up and you can see a picture there of the band at the hotel and then another picture on the back. The actual album still has its original sleeve, which looks like so, as well as this little like poster, which is kind of cool, of the band. So if you were a really big Eagles fan, you could pin that up if you wanted. So it's nice that it still has all of that original stuff. The record is just on your normal sort of higher end 70s style record. It does also have the person's name on the record as well. It's in pretty good shape. I don't think they played it that much. Don Henley is a favorite of mine. I still remember the day that like my boyfriend opened for Robin Thicke, and Robin said that he sounded like Don Henley, and I was like, that is a good, really good compliment. Absolutely love Leather and Lace that he does with Stevie Nicks, so love that record. Speaking of Fleetwood Mac, I picked up this little 45 of Tusk, which has the little Jack Russell there in the front, which I used to have a Jack Russell, so I'm very partial to them. And this has Tusk and Never Make Me Cry as the B-side. Christine McVie is the writer of Never Make Me Cry, which is the song I actually prefer, even though Tusk was the single. Yeah, it's in really good shape, and that was $2 at this place called Zoinks, which is a used record and bookstore, very similar to She Said Boom here in Toronto, and it's on Bloor Street. Picked up some really good bargains there recently. The Hotel California record I think was probably like $6. It was not expensive at all. More 45s. I picked up just a kind of jukebox promo copy version of Blues Traveler, Hook, and Runaround. Runaround is a song that I've always known from Blues Traveler, big hit in the 90s, but Hook has become a huge favorite of mine. This came out in 95, but I saw Emma Stone lip sync Hook on Jimmy Fallon, and ever since then I've been totally obsessed with that song, so so nice to pick up the 45. And yeah, like I've said many times, finding these 45s is a great way of getting 90s stuff on vinyl, because it is really rare to find a lot of 90s things unless they've been reissued. This is another jukebox quality 45. It's Gin Blossoms. It has Till I Hear It From You on one side, and then it has Follow You Down on the other, which is also from 1996 and 1995. 2 huge songs. I love Gin Blossoms, like obsessed with them. So really nice one to pick up. And those were probably jukebox only got singles, just because they're both of big hits instead of a lot of normal singles which would have like a B-side that wasn't as popular or wasn't released as a true single. This is a little 45 from Epic, and it was put out on Record Store Day, I think not this past year but the year before, and it is Pearl Jam, Immortality on one side, and then on the other side it has Rearview Mirror but sung by the Frogs, which is a band that a lot of people in grunge really liked and had on a lot of their tours. I personally don't really like that version of that song. This is an old 45, but I just wanted to mention it because I haven't talked about it yet. It is a record that I got back when I was in high school. I entered a contest at Extra Large, which is the store that the Beastie Boys either used to own or promote. I don't remember exactly how they were related to it, but it was like their clothing line. And one of the prizes was this 45. So I got a bunch of other stuff too, but this was the record. And it has Big Shot Live on the one side, and it has Alive by the Beastie Boys on the other. So that's kind of an oldie, but I actually had never played it because I never had a record player at that point in my life. So now I actually get to play that one, which is really cool. So Cops Records does this sale where it's 20% off all their vintage records, anything that's not brand new. So, and they have this huge selection of 45s, especially at their Queen Street store. It is the oldest record store in Toronto, and it's a really awesome place to shop. They're super nice, and they'll help you find stuff, and they have a huge warehouse. It's just a great place to go, and I absolutely love going there. I picked up the Come As You Are promo copy, and that is of course Nirvana. And then on the B side it is Drain You. Really love that. This was more expensive, 45. I think originally it was like $18, but then I got the 20% off. So higher end one, but it is more on the rare side for that. And then this is kind of a stupid buy, but I just liked that it was related to Reality Bites. It's off their soundtrack, and it is Baby I Love Your Way, but done by Big Mountain, which is the reggae version. The B-side to this is the Spanish version of this song, and it has like the full like insert, which is really cool, and it is meant to be like bought versus like a promo or a jukebox copy. It was really cheap, like $2. Going into some nicer purchases, I got this Soundgarden picture disc 45, which is for Black Hole Sun. It's on, that's the main song on it, but it also has My Wave, which I love, by the way, a live version of that, and then it has Beyond the Wheel live on the B side, which is this design. So really cool. It has the original sleeve to it, and I just thought that was super awesome. And I got that for I think $7. I picked this up at June Records, which is on College Street in Toronto. I don't normally shop there, but sometimes they have like real gems that you can't find anywhere else. This is my Jeff Buckley Leonard Cohen 45 that I got from a place called Northern Sound, I think it is. I'll put it below. It's a Canadian online record store. Really good prices and good shipping. It's free shipping over $59, which is amazing because that's what kills you when you live in Canada. So I found this, and it is from Record Store Day, but I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And it has one side with Leonard Cohen doing Hallelujah, which is the original, and then the Jeff Buckley cover is on the other side, which I just think is so cool. And that's what it looks like. Yeah, one of my favorite songs, and both people do it in such a great way. It's kind of weird because it's a 45, but it's actually played at normal speed. Weird. But I love that. And then I found this other online store called Record Seller, spelled with a C, like the basement kind of seller. And it's also a Canadian online record dealer, and they have the coolest, rarest stuff on there. And I got this Jim Blossom 45, but it actually again plays at normal speed, and it is Hey Jealousy on one side, which is this side, and then the back has the song Cajun Song and Kelly Richards, which I'd never heard either of those, but they're actually really great songs, so I'm so happy with this, and such a cool kind of record. It is a UK release, as is the Soundgarden one, so really awesome. And I think this was $6 or $8. His prices are insane. Like nothing I bought was over $8. It was crazy. These are from, again, Record Seller. These are some Lemonheads 10 inches. So this one is Into Your Arms. Look like so. And that's the back cover. And it also has Miss Otis Regrets, Little Black Egg, and Learning the Game. Evan Dando, amazing singer, absolutely incredible songs that he put out with the Lemonheads and on the Empire Records soundtrack. So love that. This is It's a Shame About Ray. And this one has different drum, the acoustic version, Allison's Starting to Happen live, and Rock and Stroll live. So that's what the records there look like. Really, really cool. Again, these were like $6 or $8 each. Amazing deals. Another cool 45 I picked up recently is a new release. It is My Song 5 by Haim. This is a UK edition. It has their normal album version on the one side, and it has the remix A$AP Ferg on the B side. And it is Alana, I believe, wearing her little Haim jacket there in her cutoffs. And on the back it just looks like so. This was a little pricey. I think it was $15 for just 2 songs, so not like the greatest. I mostly bought it because I just thought the disc itself was so cool. I was very tempted to get the Wu-Tang one that came out with Black Friday, just because I love the disc so much. But my favorite 10-inch vinyls that I own are definitely this Nirvana box set. This is the original box set, which came out again for Record Store Day. It's numbered. They have re-released this, and you can get it a lot easier now, but I have the original one. I got this during the Sunrise Records closing sale when everything was 30% off. So it comes with 4 10-inches. It comes with Nirvana Lithium, which has Been a Sun live on the back, Kerr Mugden, and D7. The records are gorgeous, like really good quality. They look like so. All the artwork is amazing. That's the back. And then In Bloom, which is probably one of my all-time favorite Nirvana songs. This one has Sliver and Polly live on the back. And I love that Daisy print. All the records themselves are the same, so I'm not going to pull them all out. Then we have the best song ever, Smells Like Teen Spirit. And this has the original single cover that came out with the original Smells Like Teen Spirit single, which you can find on eBay and stuff. But this is the, of course, redone version. On the back it has Kurt there and his Sounds t-shirt. So this one has Drain You. It also has Even in His Youth and Aneurysm, which I think is my favorite Nirvana song of all time. And then finally, Come As You Are. That's the background. It has Endless Nameless on the back, School Live, and Drain You Live. So really, really cool. If you can get this set, I highly recommend it. I know there are other versions, other artists who have sets like this. Soundgarden being the main one, came out for the Super Unknown album this past Record Store Day. So yeah, they're awesome. Okay. So that brings me to the end of this record haul and review video. I will have more stuff coming soon, and if you, like I said, if you want to leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, what you've been buying, I would love to hear it. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye.